What's going on, you guys? Links Forte here, bringing you my playoff battle versus Turbo here. So let me just give you guys a little bit of background. 2 weeks ago, I was supposed to play Rob to finish off the season to determine if I would, in fact, make it into the playoffs, or what my seeding would be. And that, like I said, that battle had a lot of playoff implications. If I won, I would get the second seed and win the division. If I lost, depending on the differential, would determine my seeding. But had I lost, Turbo would have won the division. Depending on the differential of that battle, I could have gotten third, I could have gotten fourth, or just not have made the playoffs. As he also had to play Brendan. If he were to beat me and Brendan both by a total differential of 10, he would have gotten into the playoffs, because it meant he would have beaten me 4-0 or greater. As well, same with Brendan, he would have beat one of us, at least 4-0 or greater. But he would have had, it was a tall task, and ultimately he decided to just forfeit both of those games, as he didn't feel he could make up that differential, which is unfortunate, just for the seeding purposes of everything. Like I said, I probably would have tanked and just kept the differential 3-0 or something like that, and just gotten the fourth seed to play Ashton. Ashton's a scary player, but to have to play someone 3 times in a row is scary in of itself. Or not 3 times in a row, sorry, but 3 times in a season is scary in of itself. So I ended up having to play Turbo, got the second seed, won the division, playing Turbo for the 3rd time, and I was not looking forward to this at all. Yeah, you beat somebody twice, but it's that 3rd time, the one that matters. That's the problem. So anyways, you see he's bringing the same team he pretty much brought in our last battle. As I'm going to bring Rotom with Expert Belt, Thunderbolt, Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, Hidden Power Ice. Got I said Florges. I've got Jellicent. I think it's the same set as last time. Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic, Recover. Salamence is Choice Scarf, Naive Nature with enough speed to still outspeed Jolly, Choice Scarf, Darmanitan. Earthquake, Outrage, Dragon Claw, Fire Blast. I'm not sure about Dragon Claw, but I know Outrage is there. Azelf is Choice Specs, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Hidden Power Ice, Psyshock. Chansey is Chansey. The only weird thing about it is it has Shadow Ball, just in case he decided to bring Gengar this time, and I just didn't want Gengar setting up a sub for free. Chansey is really here to scout out Manaphy, even though prior, when I was team building, I kind of realized hey, Manaphy can't run Z Rain Dance because it loses out on coverage for something. If he would only be able to, Manaphy still needs Tail Glow, so he would probably lose out on something like Energy Ball. If that's the case, Rotom comes in and stops it. Same for Jellicent. Or he could run Energy Ball over Ice Beam, but then Salamence is a problem for him. So I kind of knew that wasn't going to be a thing, but I still wanted to scout out the set. Maybe he brings Choice Specs or Choice Scarf. I don't know. It was something. His chance was just to scout Manaphy. It wasn't going to have a huge role. Maybe get up rocks. And then his Choice Scarf, Magearna, same as last battle. Floor Cannon, Ice Beam, Aurora Sphere, and Thunderbolt, I think, is the last move. Yeah. So looking at his team, I wasn't sure what he wanted to lead off with. I was just thinking, oh, maybe he wants to lead off with Darmanitan like he's been doing. Although second battle, I don't remember what he led off with. I feel like he just led off with Conqueror last battle, so I don't remember. But I'm just gonna lead off with Salamence, and actually, I'm sorry, I want to kill this music. Sorry about that. I want to be able to hear myself think. I'm gonna lead off with Salamence, as he leads off with Excadrill. Not really what I was expecting, but I was thinking, okay, if I go for the Earthquake, I can either I do a minimum of 94% to this thing. And if I went for Fire Blast, I don't kill, but I would cripple this thing, just making it difficult, making it harder for it to be a problem later on in the battle. So I was also thinking about that Tangrowth probably coming in, and I was just like, let's just go for the middle ground play and go for the fire blast, and I am not rewarded for that play at all, as I miss, and he goes for the rock slide. I'm like 98% sure he's Choice Scarf, because I think he's brought Choice Scarf, Darm, and Excadrill to both of our battles. And for the fact that he stayed in, I'm pretty sure he used Choice Scarf as well. Or maybe he was Focus Sash and just, you know, was 100% sure he was going to live a hit. I don't know. But it is what it is. I was not rewarded for my play, which, you know, shouldn't have gone for a middle ground play to begin the game with, but it is what it is. So at this point, I just like, okay, I'm going to switch out because I'm not trying to lose my Salamence right now. As he goes into Manaphy predicting me to switch out, and I was actually predicting him to switch out to eat up a Fire Blast by Darmanitan. So I'm going to go into Jellicent, and I pull a double, go into Chansey because this is what Chansey's here for. As I should have gone for Rocks here, but instead I just decided to weaken this thing as much as possible. I laid it set up, which is like I don't have a problem with it doing, is I'm just going to keep clicking Size and Toss, and I should have gotten my Rocks up and I didn't, but it is what it is here. Manaphy is going to two-shot me after he gets to +6, but I've crippled it in a sense. Like, something can come in and just kill it. So Chansey goes down, and now what I'm going to do is go into Azelf, because this is what Azelf is here for, just to revenge kill stuff. I went for Psyshock just in case he wanted to go into something to potentially eat a Thunderbolt. I don't want to take a Flare Blitz or a U-turn, even though I think I could live a U-turn if he's not adamant. So I just go into Jellicent, and he makes a great play and goes for U-turn, and I'm like, I don't have anything to take a knockoff. I don't want anything to lose its item. So I have to just stay in and let Jellicent go down as I get off one Scald, and he put enough speed in to speed creep me, which was, you know, I should have known that was going to happen, because that's what Conk normally does, is it runs speed to outspeed Jellicent. I think that's what it does, but he ran enough speed to where it wouldn't be a problem. Sorry, let me go back and play, because I should have paused it. As I go into Azelf, he goes into Tangrowth, and I go for the Psyshock, and that tells me he might be max Spadef, so that damages too much for me to think otherwise. I don't know, but whatever. He goes for Rock Slide as I make a switch into Salamence, which was a great play on his part to just predict that instead of going for like knockoff or something, if he even had knockoff. As I go into Magearna and click Aura Sphere, I was trying to predict something to come in, and instead of doing that, I should have just gone for like Ice Beam. I should have just been trying to catch back up instead of trying to make predictions at this point. But alas, I didn't, and it cost me like a chunk of health on Magearna. So I'm gonna take this thing out with an Aura Sphere, but at this point, like, Excadrill just comes in and clicks Earthquake on everything. Oh, by the way, crit mattered. Just saying. I'm just joking. But yeah, and yeah, like I said, Excadrill is Choice Scarf here. As I click Flamethrower and take out the Excadrill, Darmanitan comes in and just clicks Flare Blitz and wins the battle. It's unfortunate, man. Like, it clicks Flare Blitz twice on Rotom, as I decide not to go for Hydro Pump because differential doesn't even matter in playoffs. So yeah, it's unfortunate that I don't move on to try and win this whole thing, but I made it into playoffs, and I'm just so grateful to have even gotten into the league. Like, the whole thing is, prior to getting into the MPL, and I was finding it a difficult time getting into a league in general, and Blake gave me that shot. Like, this is the thing, when I applied to get into the MPL, like, Blake, I think Blake really wanted me in, but in the end, like, I didn't get in. And what ended up happening before the draft even started, somebody dropped, and I don't remember who it was. I feel like it was like King Bub. Somebody dropped, and I don't remember who it was, but I think it was Bub, because I might have talked to him about it. But I got in after somebody dropped, and like, I was just so grateful for it. And I don't know, man, like, I think I proved like I deserve to be in leagues. That's just me though. I don't think going 8-4, even though I lost in the first round of the playoffs, like, is a horrible thing, man. I went into 8-4, I won my division. I don't know. Like I just think this is a great thing for me to possibly get into a lot of leagues later on down the road. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we get invited back to the MPL whenever that season does start, and we can hopefully do a lot better. But I am gonna get up out of here, you guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. This is Links Forte. I'm out. Peace.